Just in time for what will likely be Messi's final Copa America appearance, Adidas have released his final Nemeziz football boot here in the form of the Adidas Nemeziz.1 in what they're calling the Showpiece pack colorway, which for Messi features a very fitting metallic gold base with red, black, and navy blue accents, retailing for $225. How do I know these will be Messi's last Nemeziz boots? Well, the writing's kind of been on the wall for the Nemeziz line for quite some time now, and it's not exactly the best kept secret in the world in terms of what's next from the Adi brand, both in terms of leaked information that's out there that I can't talk about, as well as pros training in next-gen Adi boots in blacked out form. If you want to learn more about what is next, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to where I talk about that in more detail. But in this video, I want to take a closer look at this new colorway and discuss, even though the Nemeziz line isn't the most popular, certainly the 0.1 model, why it's actually still a really solid option in today's football boot market. We'll also, of course, take a look at how they fit and feel on feet. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around, watch the entire review. And if you are interested in a pair for yourself, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen, or you can click the first link down below. That's going to take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail price. As always, if you guys do end up enjoying the video, please don't forget to support it with a like. And I've also noticed that a lot of you guys who watch my content aren't actually subscribed to the channel. If that's you, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. First things first, the colorway. I personally think these look phenomenal, and of course it's part of the Showpiece pack, which also includes the X Ghosted as well as the Predator, not the Copa for whatever reason, but the Pred and the X are silver in color, while the Nemeziz, which of course is exclusive to Messi, given that his logo is plastered on the side of it and on the insole, is in gold, which is very fitting for a guy like Messi, who I think has hopes to win the Copa America and kind of settle the argument on his success at the international level. Nonetheless, the metallic gold finish on the upper is very gold. There's no other way to put it. If you don't like flashy gold boots, this is probably not the colorway for you, but given that it's going to be his final Nemeziz colorway, I think this is actually a really cool idea. Then it's accented with red and navy blue in the texturing or this wavy pattern that you have throughout the upper. The navy blue is kind of an odd choice given that they went with black accents across the top as well as in the laces, so it doesn't match up perfectly. You can see here where it says 360 agility. That gives you an idea of the blue against the black that's directly above it. So I'm not sure why they didn't just go for black accents as opposed to the blue, but that was their decision. You can see you have the red stripes that kind of blend in a little bit given the pattern kind of flowing over top of it. And then you have a red sole plate that is a non-wearable finish. It's just red on the underside of translucent plastic that overall looks pretty good. For me, this is one of my favorite colorways of this generation of Nemeziz. As for the performance side of things, while the Nemeziz series has never been the most popular for the Adi brand, in terms of where it stands in their current lineup, I think the Nemeziz.1 is actually one of their best top-end options. The Plus, on the other hand, that one's a little bit of a mess in my opinion. I think a lot of the confusion and lack of popularity around the Nemeziz line has been focused around the fact that Adi has more or less two speed boots within the same brand, where I know this is marketed as an agility boot and the X line is their speed line, but the X line is the line that you're seeing most pros wear, and a lot of people tend to gravitate towards boots that are very popular amongst professional players. Very few pros have been wearing the Nemeziz. You'd think that Messi alone would be enough of an influence to drive a lot of sales and popularity towards this boot, but unfortunately that has not been the case. With that said, with the release of the X Ghosted, which of course transitions from kind of these mesh textile-based uppers into more of a raw, thin synthetic, moving away from that sock-like softness and feel on your feet, that kind of leaves a space right now for the Nemeziz.1 in their lineup to give you that speed boot feel, but also offer that sock-like comfort and softness against your foot that you just no longer get from the X line, which of course is technically their true speed boot. And I think pound for pound, there's a lot to like about the X over the Nemeziz as it stands right now, but I think if you're looking for something that is a little bit more simple in terms of feel as well as general performance characteristics, the Nemeziz.1 is still an excellent option in today's football boot market. For me, from a comfort standpoint, as much as I love what Adi have done with the Predator Freak, and as much as I love the X Ghosted, the Copa Sense to me is a little bit of a miss. If I'm purely picking a pair of top-end football boots based on comfort from their four main lines, the most comfortable boot they currently offer is the Nemeziz.1. And I don't want to spend too much time going over the particulars and the technical details of the boot. If you're interested in that information, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to my initial review that you can go and watch. But what I will say is this: even though we know this is a boot that is about to be replaced and or discontinued and therefore outdated based on the mentality that so many modern day football boot consumers seem to have, I still think, even though it never really was all that popular, this is still a solid option. I think if you're a hardcore Messi fan especially, it kind of marks the end of an era, and I think it also just helps the fact that it's actually a really solid pair of football boots as well. So I know there's people watching this video that are die-hard Nemeziz fans and they're going to be upset that these are going away. I think it's ultimately the right move for the Adi brand, but I just wanted to say, even though these aren't popular, they're still quite good. So here they are on feet, and again, I think that this gold colorway just looks fantastic. If you're looking to stand out, these are definitely gonna do that for you. And I also have them paired up with some black Pure Grip Socks Pro, which for those that don't know, is my own brand of grip socks. This new Pro variation features an upgraded material that is softer, stretchier, and just feels fantastic on feet. They're available now in 2 different colors for the very affordable price of just $16.99 a pair. If you're interested in trying some out for yourself, the website to go to is puregripsocks.com, which of course will be linked down below. Now, as far as how these fit and feel on feet, like I just mentioned, I think this is the most comfortable top-end option from the Adi brand right now. This is a football boot that when it first came out, I think was kind of drowned in a sea of all these other football boots that had these textile sock-like uppers, and this is one that just kind of felt a little bit boring in comparison to some of your other options. And now that there has been a lot of turnover, not just within the Adidas brand, but other brands as well, this is kind of one of the last holdouts for this style of speed boot, even though it's technically not a speed boot. And honestly, they feel really good. It's a football boot that has aged well over its lifespan, even though this technically is the Nemeziz.1, which is supposed to be an updated variant of the Nemeziz 19.1, but that's a bit of a stretch to say that they're really a different football boot. They added some texture on the upper, that's about it. In terms of flexibility, they have nice comfort and flexibility to them. I think the upper doesn't really have much in the way of stiffness. The lockdown through the heel is great, and the outsole is kind of unique in that it's a little bit thicker, it has a little bit more of a solid feel, and honestly, these don't feel like a pair of flimsy speed boots, which I think is kind of one of the things that is pretty unique about them. As far as width is concerned, they have some decent width to them because of the way that they did the one-piece upper made out of this elasticated tension tape material. They're definitely going to fit most people, even if you do have slightly wider feet. And then as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is perfect. So if you're looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in a pair of these for yourself, first link down below, go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions, as always, leave it down below in the comment section and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.